Hi there, boys and girls. Are you ready for another story today? I have a new storybook that I bought just the other day called The Pumpkin Smasher. It's written and illustrated by Anita Bernard. I've looked several times for this book because I remember reading it when I was little. Mom and Dad might even remember it. It's a pretty good story, and I think you'll like it. In October, when the leaves of red and gold fall to the ground, the people of Cranberry get ready for Halloween. Here in Oklahoma, the leaves are just starting to change colors. Mrs. Patchett, the school teacher, puts big black cats on her gate posts. The terrible Turner twins rig up a ghost. They slide it on a wire from the old oak tree to their front door. A scarecrow stuffed with dry corn husks stands guard outside the library. There is a jack-o'-lantern at every house and store. Some are carved so the candlelight gleams through diamond-shaped eyes. Others have painted faces and corn silk hair. Do you have your jack-o'-lantern ready? Tomorrow is Halloween. You might want to get your jack-o'-lantern ready. The town is filled with the orange of pumpkins everywhere, and the biggest one of all grins at passerbys from the steps of the town hall. Every year, the whole town gets into the Halloween spirit of shivery fun. Until one Halloween. The Pumpkin Smasher strikes. The people of Cranberry awake to find smashed pumpkins all over the streets, the sidewalks, and the porches. Not a single jack-o'-lantern unsmashed. What a catastrophe. How would you feel if all the pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns were smashed? On the next Halloween, signs are put up on the edge of town to warn people not to touch the pumpkins. And when Halloween comes around again, a policeman is hired to patrol the streets, but he keeps missing the pumpkin smasher. All he sees are smashed pumpkins. Now, 3 Halloweens of smashed pumpkins were just about enough. This Halloween was going to be different. The mayor called a special meeting in the town square, and the townspeople were really mad and said they weren't going to waste their money on any more pumpkins. And, said Mrs. Patchett, it is too dangerous to let our children trick-or-treat with such a nasty person around. The children will just have to do without Halloween this year. Let's take a vote, said the mayor. Everyone who feels there should be no more Halloween, raise his hand. At this moment, the meeting was interrupted by strange puffing and scraping sounds. Everyone was flabbergasted to see an enormous rock roll into the square, and then from behind it bobbed 2 redheads, the terrible Turner twins. Wait, please don't do anything. We're going to fix that pumpkin smasher. Wait until he tries to smash this. We're going to paint it to look just like a giant jack-o'-lantern. A gasp came from the townspeople, then a chuckle, then a roar of laughter. A great idea, said the mayor. Let's give it a try and see what happens. Then the terrible Turner twins made the rock into the most terrific-looking pumpkin you ever saw. They painted it black and orange and put it in front of the town hall. That night, the people of Cranberry went to bed with little grins on their faces. But the terrible Turner twins couldn't sleep. They wanted to see the pumpkin smasher. They climbed out of their beds and knelt by the window. When it was very black outside, they heard a noise. And then they saw the pumpkin smasher. They couldn't believe their eyes. It was a witch. Squish went the first pumpkin. Splat went the second pumpkin. And squash went the third pumpkin. She was smashing every pumpkin in sight. The twins hardly breathed as she smashed her way straight to the front of the town hall. But when she tried to smash the rock pumpkin, she let out the longest, witchiest cackle the twins had ever heard. The rock pumpkin didn't shatter. It didn't move. It didn't even budge. She banged it from the right, and she banged it from the left. Still nothing happened. She was so angry, she leapt on her broomstick, and she flew higher and higher until she was out of sight. The next morning, everyone rushed out to see what had happened. Scrawled across the rock pumpkin was the message: "I'll have to find another town next year. The Pumpkin Smasher Witch." She left a message for them. That night, "Trick or treat, trick or treat," echoed through every street in the town of Cranberry. I hope the Pumpkin Smasher Witch doesn't find your town. But if she does, you know what to do about it. The end. I'm so glad I was able to find this book and read it to you. It's one that I've always enjoyed. I hope you have a happy Halloween. Remember, come trick or treat at my house. I have lots of candy and I need you to come get it. Bye-bye.